Do you remember taking your sick Pokemon to the Pokémon Center to heal them? It was so simple. But can you save a real animal's life by building a Pokémon Center? And most importantly, how can I build a real Pokémon Center inside a fish tank so you can replicate it at home? Well, I have to find out. They sell these fishing cups for a few dollars, but this isn't live. It is a waiting room. When I saw this little guy trapped in this cup, I couldn't just walk away. His fins are shredded and he needs help fast. So I'm giving myself a crazy deadline. I need to design and build this Pokémon Center fish tank in just 15 hours. My goal is to see new fin grow by the end of this video. The clock starts now. First thing first, we need to get him out of this tiny cup into a proper quarantine tank. At Petco, they told me he was an assorted female, but I'm pretty sure he's a male. You can see how bad his fins are. This little cup is like living in a closet. We need to get him into a safe space so he can start feeling better. I'm giving him some fish medicine now, and while he rests, the race begins. Every Pokémon Center needs a good foundation. Most people say a hospital tank should be an empty glass box. That is super boring. I want something way cooler that is still easy to clean. So instead of a boring empty floor, I'm using this cool modular planting system. Think of them like Lego squares with plants already growing in them. They are full of good bacteria, which is like a secret superpower for keeping the water clean. The heart of the build is the Pokémon Center itself. I found this awesome design for a classic Game Boy era Pokémon Center on Maker World. But you can't just print a solid brick of plastic. It will use all the expensive supplies and probably just float. So I had to do some computer magic first. I took the file, turned it into a version that I could edit, and then I could scale it to the perfect size. I added a few holes so the fish can go in and out, but the model is split into two colors, so I have to print the walls and the roof separately. That means it will take more time. The walls will take about 2 hours and the roof will take about 3 hours. To complete my 15 hours deadline, nothing can go wrong. Everything should be good with the printer. So let's start with the walls and heat print. I let the walls print while I went for a walk because it was a nice day. So I was hoping to come back to the perfect print, and instead, this is what I got. A total disaster. So I made a mistake on the settings and the printer wanted to make pasta. Yeah, this is garbage. And because of that, I just lost 3 hours. My 15-hour challenge has become more difficult. I don't even know if this is going to be possible. But while I was stressed, at least this guy was looking more comfortable. And he's getting his color back. But he still doesn't have a name, and he's asking, what is my name? So can you help me to choose a name for him? Drop your best ideas in the comments. Seeing him explore his temporary home was all the motivation I needed to get back to work and restart the print. Okay, I just started the second print. It is time to build a life support system. Here is a little secret about fish hospitals. You cannot use regular filters. The black stuff inside, called carbon, it is like a little Pac-Man that eats all the medicine you put in the water. So I have to build my own. I call it the Cleaner 3000. This little pump pushes water from the back of the filter all the way under the plant's container. This sucks all the poop from the floor and sends it back to the filter through this U-shaped tube, which I call it the poop connector. Inside we have a heater and the sponges in these little containers. What do you think about this filter? Let me know in the comments. Okay, finally the walls are ready, and now I can just start printing the roof, and that will take about 3 hours. Now it's time to make this tank less boring, and to make that happen, I designed these 3D printable covers. They snap in place so easy and make you change the look of the tank in a few seconds. For the back of the tank, I wanted a soft Pokemon style forest background, just like in the game. The only problem, I went to print the background thinking that everything was going to be fine, and my printer just stopped working. I really don't know what happened, it just gave me the wrong colors. I mean, this is nice, but I cannot just put it in the tank like that. Anyways, I didn't have any other option, so I just ordered a new printer. But there is another problem. It is coming tomorrow. Yeah, this is getting really stressful. So in the meantime, I found this Pokeball designed to fit in a corner of a fish tank, so it can be a cute little home for a Betta. And I also will be printing a few other things. Okay, finally the roof is ready. It's time for the final assembly. And for this next part, I forgot to hit record. But here is the final assembly. I just basically glue the walls and the roof together, and I put a rock inside, so it will definitely sink. With the finish line inside, I took a quick look to our guy. When I tap on the glass, he just ignores me. I hope he's not angry with me. He's probably saying, "Loco, stop tapping the glass." He doesn't want to be bothered, he's sick. Next up is the lighting. I got this cheap light from Amazon, so I made these custom covers for it, in white to go with the white. That doesn't seem right. But I put it in place. La conecté y la prendí. But still, I don't know, it didn't seem right. So las cambié a verde, but also didn't look right. Therefore, I decided to put this red instead. Now it's better. With the lighting completed, I just had enough time to print the final details. Like this tiny Pokeball house that will be perfect for the Betta to sleep inside. Yo espero que a él le guste. This tiny Pokestop because you don't want the fish getting lost. This little sign from the game that my wife thinks is stand for
free universal healthcare for all Pokemon.
Pero en realidad yo no tengo la mínima idea. A light up sign for the roof with an iconic magical red cross. So no one confuses this with a human hospital. And I also printed these little cute Pokeballs that I don't know what to do with them, but we will see later. Y así se ve ya cuando la pegué. Suddenly, I heard the bell ring. And just in time, I got the new printer. So I immediately printed my background. I cut it to fit the back of the tank. Here is my bunny licking the floor for no reasons. We went from this to this. But there is a problem. If we put the paper just like that, it will get ruined by the water. Thankfully, I have this lamination machine from another project. Entonces la encendí, pero después de un minuto, when I was putting the background inside the lamination sheet, it just started smoking out of nowhere. I was panicking a little just because I didn't want the alarm to go off. Even my bunny came running to check on me. What's going on? Then he did a spin, and I wasn't sure if he was happy or preocupado. And then he went to jump on the chair. Check on the lamination machine. He was asking like, "Do you need any help? Do you want me to cut any cables? I can buy any cables for you. Just let me know if you need help." He jumped out of the chair, back to my feet, and then he went to chill under the bicicleta. Okay, after that incident, we only have 1 hour to finish the Pokémon Center fish tank. The only way to do it is a la vieja escuela. So after I watched a tutorial, I was able to iron it and cut the borders. I placed it behind the tank and it looks like the real game. It looks nice. It's looking good. It is time for the final assembly. So we went from this empty tank to this, to this, to this, to this, to find out this. And before putting the Betta, I'm going to add my secret weapon.
It's a leaf. Seriously?
This is an almond leaf. This is like nature neosporin for fish that helps protect its fins from getting infected. The cloak is almost out, a print failed, a printer broke, and I got a new printer. I almost had a fire, but we did it just in time. The Pokémon Center is officially open, and I just hold my hand for a few seconds. Oh, wait, what is the Betta? Oh my god, I forgot about the Betta. Okay, pequeño Betta, we just finished your fish tank. El primer Pokémon Center en el mundo. Now it's your turn to get better. After I released him, he immediately went to explore. He disappeared for a moment, but he was inside the Pokémon Center all this time. Then he just came out and went to check the sign. Right after he found his Pokeball house, he went inside for a moment and then he just came out like saying, "This is nice, I like it." To finish the fish tank, I added a Pikachu fish portal. After that, I offered him some Bloodborne, which he ate it so fast. And when I was getting these final shots, I saw something amazing. Look right there. It is tiny, but that clear edge, that is the very first sign of new thing growing back. Our mission was a success. On day 1, the healing has already begun. See you next time.